everybody, it's your girl JLove81 and you're watching Richard Dubya.
Hey guys, it's Richard Dubya here. Welcome to Dubya Reloaded, where we upload old material from my channel from before that have been previously deleted. I'm re-uploading this for a friend, but essentially this video is a comparison between Pokemon Go and a phone game that doesn't exist anymore called Ghostbuster Worlds. Now, unfortunately, my buddy missed out on Ghostbuster Worlds, but I figured I'd upload this again to show them what it was like, roughly. This video originally was in 2019, so hope you guys enjoy. I'll catch you guys later. Hey guys, W here. Just wanted to interrupt you guys for just a second here, just to let you know that I have new sleeves available from Renegade Dust Sleeves. So please, by all means, go check out Renegade Dust Sleeves on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for all your custom sleeve needs.
Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Richard W here. Welcome to W's Pokemon Go Guide to Ghostbuster World. Now, just a little disclaimer before I continue on with this video is that this video is not sponsored. This video does not reflect the views and opinions of Ghostbuster World or Pokemon Go, or any of its companies associated with either one. This video is my opinion alone, and this is more of an informational guide to give you, sort of what some of the similarities are between the two, and to give you a better idea of what to do when you're playing the game, or even if you just want to even play the game at all. This more is for beginners. This is for people that are just wanting to start out with Ghostbuster World. Ghostbuster World was launched October 22nd, 2018. Now, it was released for the Apple iPhone and Android operating system. Now, Ghostbuster World, to the best of my knowledge, is sort of capture RPG. It takes like most of the basic elements of Pokemon Go, and then it adds to it. I mean, it gives you PvP, which yes, now Pokemon Go does, before you comment in the comments. But it also gives you story mode, and let's see, what else did I say? No, that's actually pretty much it. I mean, other than story mode and the way you capture stuff, I mean, there's not too big a huge differences other than them being like different franchises. But not to belittle Ghostbuster World. Ghostbuster World is an amazing app and I love it. Okay? And it took me forever to get to level 20 so I could take these screenshots for you. And I hope some of this helps. I'm not sure what screenshots I'm going to put in place, but I have my thoughts collected right here on this paper here, and we're going to slowly read off just a little bit. We're going to start out with the similarities between the two. So, you start out as a new recruit for the Ghostbusters. Now, one thing I will say is that the tutorial to this is highly detailed, and it leads you every step of the way. And I want to say this is like one of the best tutorials I've seen as far as a mobile game, and it's also very creative too, because not only does it teach you how to use the stuff, but it also does it in a more story-driven way, so that way it kind of makes you a little more, what's the word I'm thinking of? Included, immersion. Yeah, it makes you feel a little more immersed into it, which is great. I mean, that's what you want in the video games, to be a little more immersed in it. You want, I love that they have story mode to it. I wouldn't recommend skipping the tutorial. Let's try this again. I wouldn't recommend skipping the tutorial, even though that you can at any point. You'll get like a little bar that says skip tutorial, and you can do that if you so wish. But I wouldn't advise it because it gives a lot of information. A lot of information that you could use, possibly. First, oh yeah, I already talked about that. So, first things first is Pokemon Go has CP levels to show what their Pokemon are at. For Ghostbuster World, it's a ranking system, 1 to 5. And it also has levels too. Levels 1 to 60. And each rank you have to level up each ghost to its 10th level rank, and then up again 10 more levels. But we'll get into how to do that later. In Pokemon Go, coins are only received through in-app purchases. Now, in Ghostbuster World, they have two forms of currency. They have coins and they have gems. You're going to see not a whole lot of things use coins, but like when you're upgrading your weapons, when you, well, I should say it's about half and half maybe, but it kind of feels like it's more focused towards the gems in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, use it for ranking up your ghosts, for purchasing traps, ammo, producing traps and ammo, and doing research and blah 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 blah. I mean, you'll see this all in the tutorial. So I'm not going to go full through the tutorial with you guys. You guys will see that when you get into Ghostbuster World. Now, in Pokemon Go, they use eggs that require you to walk a certain amount of distance in order to get more Pokemon, or Pokemon that you wouldn't normally get capturing. Now, in Ghostbuster World, these are done in, what do they call them? Ectospheres. Yes, Ectospheres are unlocked, or well, instead of using an incubator, you're using this like, what do they call it? Cyto converter. And you use this cyto converter to convert these spheres into ghosts. But instead of walking distance, it's a matter of time. And they usually have it between 3 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours, and 24 hours. At least that's what I've seen so far. One minor gripe about it, I would say, is that when you do like the higher level ones, it's very rare that you'll, well, they're 1 to 5 stars for some of them, and some of them are 1 to 3 stars, and then you get that occasional rare one that's like 4 to 5 stars for the sphere. But the likeliness of you getting the higher level ghost is very rare. Like, I think I remember one time getting a 4-star ghost out of all the Ectospheres that I've gotten. Right, they're Ectospheres. Yes, Ectospheres. And like, that's kind of disheartening, but doesn't deter me, because it's a challenge to level up your guys a little bit, but it's not bad. You just gotta put a little effort into it and you're fine. Now, instead of Pokestops, they use dimensional doors. And what's nice too is that you have a remote dimensional door. So say you don't live near any of the dimensional doors that they have put forth in front of you, you can actually set one right in your house. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, a bunch of people are going to flock to my house and use my dimensional door. No, this remote dimensional door is only available to you, and I would advise that you pick it, you choose it wisely to make sure that you're actually able to get to it while you're inside your house. Because if you don't, it's going to cost you 100 gems, which I guarantee at the first start of this, you're not going to have, which means you're not going to be able to move it. I, to this day, still haven't moved it, but you know, it is what it is. Pokemon in Pokemon Go are captured by throwing various types of balls and berries, and hope that the Pokemon are captured. In Ghostbuster World, you're using a proton thrower to weaken your ghost or your enemy, and then you throw a trap when it peaks at one level to, that's wrong terminology, but when it gets below a certain level, you throw a trap, and then that's like throwing your Pokeball right there. Now, otherwise, there's the option of destabilizing the ghost, which also gives you goodies as well, but not as much as I would advise capturing the ghost and then destabilizing the ghost, which is like transferring the Pokemon. Alright, powering up Pokemon. You just need a certain amount of candies and Stardust. Now, in I keep wanting to say Ghost Hunter. I don't know why. I want to say Ghost Hunter. In Ghostbuster World, you'll need a certain number of PKE crystals. To evolve a Pokemon, you usually need a number of candies and sometimes an additional item to evolve said Pokemon. But in Ghostbuster World, you need not only PKE crystals, but you also need coins, you need element shards, and slime shards of the level that you're at. So like if you're at rank 3 and you want to update it to rank 4, you have to collect slime tokens of rank 3 to meet the requirements to rank that one up to 4. And the way you do that is you take level 3 ghosts and you destabilize them. Now, this, I don't have experience on either side of the coin, but I know for a fact that there are raids at Pokegems. Oh, shocker, yes, everybody knows that. Yes. Alright. But like that, Ghostbuster World also has their equivalent to that, which they call bosses. And which it takes all the weapons that you have in your arsenal to take these guys out, and sometimes you need to form a party in order to do that, which again, you know, I have zero experience with, and I'm sorry I can't help you with that. Moving on, like I said, it did take me a month to get up to level 20, but I would advise going for their level up package for $5. For $5, you get rewards every time you level up, which it does help you. It does help you along the way, and I kind of wish I had done that. But lucky for me, after I reached level 20, I'm like, oh, you know what? What's $5? You know, I'll spend the $5 on it, and it gave me them retroactively. Now, one thing that I do gripe about it just a little bit. This is about my only major gripe about it in its entirety, as far as that and the other thing I mentioned, is that when you receive items, for the most part, either from returning to it day to day and get your daily bonus, or receiving rewards from challenges that it lists for you, sort of like what it does for missions. transfers it to your mail, and then you have to go into your mail to retrieve it instead of just having it go right to your inventory. That's the only kind of beef I have with that. But other than that, like I said, it's not really a huge beef. I mean, it's not really a big deal, but it's big enough deal for me to mention to you that, hey, this is what you're going to expect. Now, I did mention, how to destabilize ghosts. So they're like transferring them. You do get element shards. Sometimes from the dimensional doors, which I said is like Pokestops. And you can get them from, if you go into, I don't know what I'd say they called it. The Ghost Dimension, where you can participate in the Daily Haunt, which is just a daily challenge. You go through it. You can go through it as many times as you have raid passes, which auto regenerate, so which is nice. You don't have to worry about buying them. You don't have to worry about running out too much. They'll auto regenerate, and you're able to get through that just fine. They have 3 modes: easy, normal, and hard. And it's going to take you forever in a day to get to normal, because normal is about level 25, and hard is level, I want to say 50 to 60. And then you have Gozer's Tower. It's a monthly challenge to essentially try and reach the top. They have 50 levels. And obviously, the higher you go, the more challenging it is. But again, you guys will probably see that in the tutorial. But that's one way of getting elemental shards. Another way is doing through PvP. Now, PvP looks like it's taking people's offline teams and pitting them against you through autoplay. It doesn't seem like there's another person on the other side, which I'm okay with, as long as I'm a high enough level where I can still kick the other team's butt. And you do get rewards for that, and like every 10 you get like a good reward, and then like after level 20 you get runes to enhance your different ghosts. And the runes can update everything from your defense to your health to your power, lots of things. And even those can be enhanced further with coins. But yeah, I mean, that's the main area to find the element shards that you're going to be looking for. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, and I wouldn't recommend going into the Ghost Dimension until you're sure that you have a team that's ready. Check the skills, make sure you have somebody that heals, make sure you have somebody that's possibly able to hit twice, or at least able to hit at least 150 damage on for its secondary attack. And also make sure you have a leader ghost. There are certain ghosts that have different special skills. One of them is leader, one of them is a defender, and the other one's like a fighter. At least that's what I've seen so far. But yeah, I mean, choose your teams wisely before going into this. Because if you don't choose it wisely, then you're going to get your butt handed to you no matter what level you're at. Well, I'd say roughly if you're at least 20 levels ahead of your enemy, it doesn't matter what element they have in relation to yours. And that's another thing too that I forgot to mention, is that they have different elements for different ghosts. Sort of like how Pokemon has different elements. But in Ghostbuster World, it's light, dark, fire, earth, water, and I believe there's fire, if I didn't say fire already. Anyways, I'm going to put a graphic up here right now that shows exactly what's weak against what's strong against what. This is actually a screenshot from the help section itself. And there's a lot of information in there too. If you're not sure on what to do, if you're not sure what something does, you know, that's a good place to check. I know it should be obvious, you know, but I've been through apps where the help section is completely useless, where it's given completely obvious information. But no, the people who made this app really thought this app through. Like I said, I have two gripes about it, which I mentioned earlier. But other than that, it's a nice app out of the gate. So some of the things I like about Ghostbuster World is that, well, for one, my house is a dead zone for Pokemon Go. Like, if you look at my nearby for Pokemon Go, all you will see is Pokestops. It'll list Pokestops and Pokemon that are at these Pokestops. But if you travel anywhere like 1 block away from my house, Pokemon will pop up like normal, it'll work like normal, and it'll show Pokemon appearing in the wild. But that's the beauty about Ghostbuster World, is that you don't have to leave your house to play it. That's beautiful. And another part I like is their battle system. Now, when you are battling PvP, doing the daily, or going through Gozer's Tower, not only do you have the option to do auto, that's right, you're able to do auto battling, which, you know, ever since I saw that there was auto battling, I turned that on all the time, and it works. It works so well. And if you guys don't do well first time around, we'll try and send them out again or enhance them, and that should help with it. Unless you can think you can do better, which I don't think I can. Another thing I like about it is that you don't have to wait the normal speed for a battle. You can actually bring it up to 2 times the speed. Now, personally me, I would like to see that go a little faster, but I digress. It's still a great game. I love it, and I would highly recommend people download it. Even if you don't pay the $5, like I said, for that pack, it's still worth playing, because if you're in a dead zone for Pokemon Go, if you like Ghostbusters, this is probably the game for you. So, I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you for staying to the end. I really appreciate it. As always, I'm Richard W. If you want to see more of my videos, please click subscribe and click that little notification bell to be notified when I upload new content, when I stream, or otherwise. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at TNFreak. That's TNFreak. So you can be notified there, because I will always at least post to Twitter, you know, when I'm streaming. And I never know when I'm streaming. It all depends on when my wife works. But, anyways, make a long story short, this is Richard W. saying, have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good whatever. Catch you guys later. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Richard W's. Shut up, you fucker.
Welcome to that.
Blooper reel. Okay, you done?
Nope.
Done?
Yeah, I'm done now.